TikTok, Instagram, X. I don't want that. Let's go back up to the top where we were because this gives a little bit of context. Okay.
Get the. I don't even know what the fuck that was. I don't know what I was doing. God damn it. I don't know where the fuck that came from. That came back from like 1973.
Yeah. Or Snidely. I can't even do the little squeaky.
The Muttley laugh.
Muttley, that's it. We are old as fuck.
Oh my God.
I'm not Muttley, bitch.
And we don't do anything to disprove this. As bad as we want people to think that we're younger than we are,
Snidely.
we open our mouths and then they're like, "Oh yeah, bitch, you old."
I brought up Geraldine, so I don't know how.
Well,
she went a whole Flip Wilson with this shit.
Hold on though, because how am I just now getting what Snidely means? As opposed to, remember Snidely?
Yeah, I remember the character, but being snide and
I didn't realize until this very moment.
We weren't supposed to. We weren't raised
we
to
were
know.
kids.
We didn't know what words meant.
But now I'm like, Snidely is a thing. Being Snidely. Not just that it was a person.
I need you to implement Snidely into one of your audios now.
You know what?
Please.
You say that, but that's funny. That's so hilarious to me, and I'm going to do that shit. And let me tell you why.
I'm going to think of words for you to... Okay, also fanny flutters.
You bitch, I know you didn't...
Why do y'all like to do this shit? It's like you're
drinking.
It's like you're doing this shit on purpose.
No. Let me tell you why that is so funny to me. Because there will be times where I'm listening to Chris and he will say some shit like the kick that he's on is bumbleclap. And I'm like, you've said that in two of these things. And I know consecutively, like 2 audios consecutively. And I also know that you were hanging out with Raw Vintage. You've been hanging out with Robin Wong, who is Jamaican. And so it's like, did he dare you to say that shit in your, you know what I'm saying? Right. It's like, my thought is you're Congolese, so that wouldn't normally come out of your mouth.
Right.
So because you've been hanging out with Robin, I'm wondering if you made a bet with Robin and like Robin said something that was like off kilter in one of his things. And I was like, I'll bet you they bet each other. They'll be like, mention the word, I don't know, pussy paps.
Write that down. That's the one I want to hear.
No, pussy paps is that sound you make whenever like you've got the fupa.
Well, that's true.
It's flapping and clapping around. Yep, that's pussy paps.
Very well aware of that sound.
That's pussy paps.
Because sometimes the pum pum needs some shade.
Say it gets chilly, so it needs a little warmth. I wonder sometimes. I'm like, they tell each other. I know they do. They be hanging out and they be like, say this word in your next audio. I dare you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like Chris has said "bombaclat" twice. So I'm like, that nigga has.
He's like, not only will I say it once, I'll say it
twice. Right. So now the challenge: Snidely, fanny flutters, and pussy paps. Watch. And that shit is going to sound...
tell you how excited I am right now.
That shit is going to sound so good. Feel like you want to give my pussy paps.
You gotta use that voice too.
Paps my pussy. I'm going to say it just like that so that I can sound like, I don't know, anybody except myself.
And make sure you say that it's on and popping as well.
Oh, it is on and popping.
On my paps
as well. That is funny to me. Bitch, let's get started.
God damn it, that was funnier than I expected.
I'm trying to calm down. Ish. Not really. No, it's not. It's not happening. You hoes ready?
We ready?
Yes, mommy.
You know that's what she likes to hear.
No. Yes, daddy.
Oh, yes, daddy.
Thank you.
Oh, my.
Was I saying? I don't be fucking around with these gender roles. Start again. You hoes ready?
Why, yes, Daddy.
Let's do it.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Multiple Gab Wounds. I'm your host, Toni.
I'm Angie.
And I'm Andi, and we are three Gen X women of color gabbing candidly about anything and every damn thing.
Do y'all like it when I be yelling at the... Andy's like, bitch, can you let me finish?
It's like I had some shit to say.
I felt like she was about to say something, so that's why I went
She
slower.
kept it out. I knew she did that. I knew it. I said, she dragging this shit. I'm going to step on it.
Just like, she being just like she is when she's driving.
Yes, just go around. Excuse me. You going too slow. I
It's
got to
the
go
battle
around.
of the petties over here.
Oh my gosh. What do y'all like it when I yell into this microphone? Do y'all be like, oh, here goes this bitch being loud? Well, actually the music is playing, so you kind of really can't hear it. Like how loud.
MGWListener at gmail.com.
Yeah, tell a bitch, let a bitch know. Oh my God. Can I tell you it's been a week?
Has it? It feels like forever.
It does. Feels like it was just 45 minutes ago.
Well, I don't even think it was that long, to be
No,
honest.
it honestly
with you.
wasn't.
I feel like it was maybe 10 minutes ago.
I mean, because listen, bitches got shit to do.
And look, let me also tell you this. We do not need a podcast to be running our goddamn mouths for hours on
Y'all.
end. We don't
Okay.
need a podcast to do this. We just be doing it.
If we had microphones on some of these conversations,
Y'all should have just heard our little pussy paps conversation we was
Been
having.
arrested.
well, there's
mean-
that. I mean, if you want to look be
Damn, I was
negative
gonna
about
show
it.
y'all my toys and see if y'all wanted some of these toys.
I was waiting for you.
First
To say,
of
I was
all,
going to show
yes.
y'all my poopy paps.
And we were going to be like, no one asked for that.
Look at it. No, I'm not showing you the pussy paps. Fortunately, I don't think there's video. Look at
That you know of.
Yeah, I'm searching.
Well.
I know there's a picture, but I don't think that there's. I don't. Yeah, no, we good. No, but is it? No, wait.
No.
Oh, I think there is video. Anyway,
You didn't like it, so you made it go away.
I probably did. Maybe.
With a machete.
Didn't I tell you that? I feel like I might have. I would tell y'all.
Right.
But yes, no, we were talking about pussy paps and fanny flutters.
Because that's what the fuck we do.
Yeah, so watch for those on the next audio. Let's see how that works. Do we want to talk about weeks, or do we want to just get into?
Let's just get into
I feel like we have stuff we want to talk about. So
Okay.
Here's the thing. We don't have as exciting weeks as y'all probably think that we do. I mean, I guess it's kind of obvious from what we've
Because
been
my week is going to consist of shopping for furniture. I don't know if you. Hello. Do you hear how hollow this room is? Hello. It's hollow in this motherfucker. I need some furniture, so I'm about to go do that.
I'm going to work and go to school. That's what I'm
I'm
going to
lay
And
down.
you got.
It's just going to lay down.
So look, that was our week. All right, fine.
There you go.
Now,
Damn.
Andy. Look at, I'm buying furniture. She going to school. She laying down.
That's it.
That's all you need to know,
That's it.
bitches. We out. What are you doing? You write us and tell
know
us
what?
what the
Yeah.
fuck you doing. Why we got to do all the work up in this motherfucker?
MGWListener at gmail.com.
Thank you. Tell us
wanna
about
know?
your pussy paps and
Exactly.
your toys and your fanny flutters. Why are we doing all goddamn talking
You know
all
what?
the time?
She's saying that, but I really don't want to know about your pussy paps
I
or
do.
your fanny flutters.
I do.
She needs material.
I do. Speaking of which, okay, super quick. I know materials. We so here's what I got to help me with the audios.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
She's standing up. She's reaching for something. It's a black box. It could be anything.
It could be anything.
She's using her delicate fingers.
Because I needed to make a more realistic fucking sound.
Okay.
Okay. And everyone's terrified right now.
You should be.
What's going to pop out of this box?
You actually shouldn't be.
No, I'm probably
it's a
envious
glossy
if nothing
black
else.
box, and it's got
got a clear.
Oh.
So it's got a little top on it. Okay, so basically it's a clear case. It looks almost like a Coke bottle, but without the spout on.
It looks like a fleshlight type.
It is a fleshlight type situation, but you can see through it. Yeah, go ahead on and take a picture of it. You can see through it. It's got a little cap on it to keep whatever moisture inside you want. I don't know what the fuck kind of moisture you'd want. You need to wash that shit out is what you need to do.
You put some vape liquid in there.
Right, or something.
I'm sorry, I didn't get a good picture because I was laughing too hard.
Okay. Actually, let me turn it up this way. There you go.
Vape liquid.
Yeah, so.
God damn it.
Too busy laughing.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. So, you know what it's shaped like? A baby bottle.
Yeah.
It is shaped like a baby bottle.
Okay, but don't confuse it as
I was going to say it's shaped like a baby bottle with a dick in it. I mean, as one does.
So if you are above 7 inches,
7.5.
yeah, thank you.
If you are above 7 inches, MGWListener at gmail.com.
We're just doing some research.
Yeah,
I mean, it's research purposes.
It's very academic.
That was funny. Okay.
We've lost her. We've lost her.
Yeah, we fucking lost this show. Oh, shit. Okay, so it's shaped like a baby bottle. It's clear like a baby bottle. But inside is a
silicone?
Yes. You can feel it.
Okay,
Silicone situation where
Have you used this?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I just got it. Where somebody can put some lubricant in there and quite possibly put their appendage in there and get to stroking. I'll be stroking. So
to the east and west.
Right. So the intention for getting this was to kind of maybe put a little water in it and do this situation
Yep.
in order for it to make the sound.
Thrusting her fingers into
so I've got
guys.
2 fingers and I'm doing them like I would. It would actually be these 2 fingers, and that's what I would be doing.
This episode is wildly inappropriate.
So let me just let y'all know, if I was actually using these,
thank you for the
making
technique.
this motion. Yes, you need to do your 2 middle fingers like this because those are your longer fingers, and together they're your fatter fingers. And then you leave your thumb available to be able to massage the clitoris, right? And
The little man in the canoe.
Yes, and then you use these 2 fingers to put the lips in between here because that feels good too, to like get that little crevice in there. It just feels nice.
If
to be
you
able to do
just
that.
happen to be a heterosexual male listening
You
to
need
this,
to be listening to this.
You need to be taking fucking notes. Okay? I'm not playing with y'all.
No, we're not. And so it feels nice to massage that area. Also to massage it. So you're getting internal and external stimulation. That's enough of that for y'all anyway. The
So you got it for sound purposes.
Yes, in essence, I got it for sound purposes, but it's fun to have around the house.
Yes, it is.
It makes a nice decoration.
It will, and I don't know. I
need you to leave that out.
I need to. I feel like I need to put a light in here, like a
Ooh,
tea
that would
light.
be a lamp.
Awesome.
A lamp.
Like or something. Yes, to put it in here and then just light it up.
Yeah, like a color changing LED.
Yes.
LED lights in there.
And that's it. And then because it's clear, the whole thing
All right,
is
I'm
crystal
on it.
clear.
Amazon. LED color changing dick light.
You laughing, but again, I told y'all I got some things. We need to go look in there and see if there's a dick light in there somewhere.
Oh, we gon' look in there. I have not forgotten.
Look, I should put this bitch on mute, and we should, or not mute, on hold, and we should go back there and look any damn way. Y'all wanna? Yeah. Hold on.
Yes, the fuck I do.
Look, hold on. Let me put. Look, that is strictly what this show is: us talking. So, we back.
Oh my God.
So basically, we just took a quick break.
We're deeply scarred.
Right. Deeply scarred being the operative word. So I have a sudden influx of adult toys that come to me now, and thank God for small favors. And so this one I'm using for work purposes ish. This work? Yes, this little fleshlight-ish type thingy I'm using for work purposes. But because I got an influx of those toys, I was like, girls, come see what I got. Take something. Take anything.
She hadn't opened them yet, by the way.
Yeah, they were all in plastic. One of them is still in plastic. No, we opened it. We opened that one too.
You have one thing that we didn't open.
Yeah, the little one. Yeah, because we already pretty much knew what that was. Yeah. But so I hadn't opened any of them. And the
packaging doesn't really tell you what it is.
It doesn't. It's plain.
It's discreet.
Yes,
discreet.
It's plain. It's not trying to embarrass you, and you're all like, okay, good. So when you get them, your mom won't be like, what is this? Right? So, but one of them that we opened was,
it was like
scarring.
A phallic.
It was thorough.
Thank you, because I'm not good at these things.
It was a phallic with thrust action.
It had thrust action is the problem.
It was very thorough and what it was going to accomplish.
Here's what I think.
It shook a lot too. It vibrated.
It vibrated. It had it had 5 different vibrations variants.
It had a suction cup.
It had that you screwed it onto. That's not that you stuck it on. You screwed it onto.
That shit was gonna be secure.
That's not going any goddamn where. Okay. But
every action that you would want a dick to do, it does.
It doesn't.
And more.
But wait, here's what I'm thinking though. Because
there's more.
The color of Andi said, "Watch it come," and I was like, "What?"
She was generally.
Yeah, because when the things start genuinely, when the thing started thrusting is when that part scared the shit out of me. I had it in my hand and I was like, "What does this button do?"
I need y'all to understand that Toni has really big eyes, and her eyes just about popped out of her socket.
I was like, "It's thrusting
on its own."
And it was scared the shit out of me for starters. I was like, oh shit. And then so therefore I'm expecting at any moment for something to sploot out of the top.
And it was like a natural, it was like a brick red orange color.
So that's the issue.
It's like a maroonish brown.
So, okay. And here's the issue that I have with that. It was big. It was girthy. It was flesh colored. It was thrusty in so many different speeds. Mm-hmm. It is made in China. Is this what Chinese think that we be having over here? Do the Chinese think that that's what black man got over here? Mine does, but I'm saying not everybody's. I'm wondering.
The fact that it thrusted in the middle of the dick.
Did it?
That's where it was. That's where
it was attached. It
was like,
and I was like, yes. That's true. Yes. It didn't thrust from the base. It had balls, but
they didn't jiggle.
And the balls vibrate, but they didn't jiggle.
No, they were very stationary balls.
But is that what the Chinese think we doing over here?
Let me ask my people.
You know what? Can you please?
I was just getting ready to say, Toni, do not look over at Andi while you're asking this question.
I feel like I was looking directly at Andi the whole time.
I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Andi, is that what they think? And that's what I was thinking. I was like, why is it that color? Why is it this brick red brown kind of color?
Yeah.
And then I was
burnt sienna.
Yes. And I was like, but hold on a second. Is that what they think us black folks has got going on over here? And be like, oh, we give it them. Oh no, I'm about to be racist. I'm about to be racist.
I'm done. See
I
y'all
was gonna
later.
say I might have to actually. I might have to do the black folk thing where I get up and I'm like,
Oh, nigga, give
where I run across the house.
right across the way. Get back, Terry. Get back, Terry. Back up, Terry.
I'm never gonna be okay.
Jesus on a jumping Jehoshaphat. I'm not laughing
What's a
myself.
Jehoshaphat?
I don't know. I keep saying it. I've said it like 50 times today, haven't I?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where it came from. Sorry.
We'll allow it.
Well, thank you.
Maybe that's what that thing is called. A jumping.
I say yes to that. Even if that's not what it's called, that's what the
we
fuck we're
calling it. We
jumping-
would send a picture, but unfortunately, we can't post that on Facebook.
No.
Wasn't said-
Honestly, we can't think of where we can post
No.
that.
I mean,
we
we
had
can
open
post it
fans.
on Twitter. We can post it on Twitter.
Oh.
Not too bad we're not active on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean,
Our one post.
yeah, that's it. This is what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Our one Twitter post will be
We
that.
still have the Twitter page, I believe, and I'm about to put this shit right on that Twitter page and keep the goddamn party going.
I love it.
Look at y'all thought we were joking. We're not playing with you.
Y'all should know by
You
now.
got to
we ain't
see what
playing
we
with y'all.
saw, and you too will be scarred just like me.
Right. If we have to be scarred, God damn it, y'all have to be scarred too.
I just need you to be prepared to give people what the info is on that stuff because they're probably gonna be like,
They
what
are.
is that?
They will, and especially when I post the video, because I'm gonna put a video. I'm be like, look at this shit. Look what this shit is doing. Hey, so have you seen that? All of that having been said, did I put in the group chat the plushie, the little bear that you can have that had the dick? Oh my god! When I tell you I was embarrassed by that thing, how would you ever? I could never be like, let me hold my bear. I jump on my goddamn teddy bear. No, ma'am. And then have my teddy bear penetrate me? What? That is
that is.
And I'm thinking about how
I don't want to kink shame, but
that's what I was about to say, because I was going to bust out with that's disgusting, but then I'm thinking there are
got their
plenty
thing.
of single women all over the place that I think I would rather you do that than deal with some cockamamie ass nigga.
but I'm wondering about the logistics because how do you keep the fur clean? Because
right, because you get moist.
That's So I'm just like,
I feel like it had like a big,
I don't know,
like a plastic piece around the bottom.
maybe
Because
to catch it.
to be
Stuff
a barrier between you and the fluffy stuff.
I think it still leaks. I think it still get messy.
I am not well right now. Having a hard time.
Look at now I'm Googling it. Teddy bear with a dick.
Listeners, Google along with us.
Teddy bear with a dick. Teddy bear penis. Look at that. What is this? Imagine images. It's an actual teddy bear with something.
I was going to say, you're getting ready to come up with some shit.
Or they done put a dick and balls on this thing. On this teddy bear.
Is it thrust?
Girl, it's actual teddy bears with dick and balls on them.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Y'all ruined.
They're don't get it twisted. They're cute, but we not. We absolutely not. Where is that? I can't, because I'm looking to see if it. No. There's a lot of teddy bears out there with dicks and balls.
I was going to say, you the one that fucked up and actually Googled that shit. I knew no good could come of that.
There's lots of also plush dick and balls. Just plushy.
People do
dick
make
and
those.
balls.
They give them as gifts.
Actually,
I've seen that.
I think
those
that's
are
kind of cute.
Yeah.
That is. Oh no. There's so many.
I may even try to make one of those. I may even try to draft a pattern for that.
Y'all, people are. How are you gonna do a teddy bear like that? That is disrespectful.
What did teddy bear ever do to you?
Thank you. That is disrespectful. All the teddy bear did was love you.
Now Google titty bear with dick and balls.
No, I just saw a teddy bear, one with two boobies and a pee-pee, and the other one had dick and balls.
Not boobies and a pee-pee.
Yes, boobies and a pee-pee. And the other one had dick and balls.
Twig and berries.
Coin purse and scepter.
Oh.
I know. I got
I
that.
say yes to that.
I got that. I'm being fancy. Look. Normally, Andi is the one that kind of does our what's it called? Messy.
Let's get messy.
Let's get messy. And
You've got something messy. That's all it is.
Yes. Okay. There we
You've
go.
got the topic.
Okay,
We're
so
getting
I'm
messy with Toni today.
I'm covering Andy's. I'm messy with Andi. What? No, that's not it. Let's get messy with
No,
Tony's
your
mess
name
with-
is Toni.
Tony
That's
is
Andi.
getting messy with Andy's messy.
With the jumping Jehoshaphat.
I'm tired. I'm still got some other pork chops in me. Anyway, but there's an influencer out there whose name is Ramonte. That's it.
Ramonte.
And he basically bombasted. Well, actually, you know what? Let me read it. From her campus, this is by Deja Johnson. Last week, social media personality Ramonte took to his TikTok page to address his frustration with viewers claiming that he is too ghetto for corporate brand partnerships. Ramonte specifically addresses hip-hop artist Cardi B and the Black magazine publication Essence. This situation has sparked a lot of opinions and views on the topic of Black brands not supporting many Black influencers or content creators with opportunities to grow their following. First and foremost, when did y'all understand or realize that followers is now a currency?
It's been a couple years, I think, for me.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
It's probably a couple of years ago. I mean, people who are into this probably realized it back in the day, but it's been a couple of years.
Because I didn't really get it until maybe 3 years ago or so.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't get it. Number one, when some dickhead kid to me on social media said, "You don't even have any followers," and I was like,
So I don't
the
want them.
fuck are you talking about,
Right.
nigga? Like, I'm not. What? Like, is that what we're measuring things by
Right.
now?
Right.
Is followers? But now, of course, because we're in the goddamn business,
Right.
Ish. Mainly.
We kind of like those.
Right. It's
We're
like,
a fan.
okay, now I can see how it is that followers are important. But that wasn't our bag. So it wasn't, back then. It's like, we're just out here having a good time. Leave us the fuck alone.
So my question is, Ramonte, what is he? What does he deliver? What is his content?
See, and that's the thing. I tried to look, but I think it's kind of a little bit lifestyle, a little bit
Rock and roll.
a little bit ratchet, a little bit funny, a little bit gay, a little bit, it's something that's definitely not geared towards us, but probably like LGBT, ratchet, I'm so pretty, and I'm also so funny.
So what Black-owned businesses would align to that? Like, what businesses are out there that are you trying to target that would say, "Oh, we need you to get this audience"?
But you know what? Lots of businesses do that anyway. Better Homes and Garden would probably pull like a lifestyle influencer of sorts,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
But Ramonte seems to be the, so to speak, Black audience target. But what I kind of can't stand about that is that they think we're a monolith.
Right.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah.
And for the most part, he blasted Essence regarding the fact that y'all don't, pull Black influencers with brand opportunities. So for the most part, Essence said, you think that? Okay, bet. Come do this panel over here during Essence Festival, which to a degree would absolutely be his target audience.
Absolutely.
Okay. But now I'm saying Essence Festival because I think about like a lot of women our age, Black women in particular going, having the concerts and all this, that, and the other. But then again, it's also about lifestyle and hair and stuff like that. All of those things pertaining to the magazine and to the lives of Black women.
And since Essence touches more things than he does, he would get a privilege of having this untapped audience that may be interested in what he delivers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So he gets this opportunity. Essence gives him this opportunity to get on this panel, be out here and do this thing that you bombasted Essence for not providing.
Right.
And this nigga don't show up. The day of the actual fucking panel, he flew out, got lost, and did not show up for the panel.
I have so many questions, but I don't think any of them are worth asking because I'm coming at this from a place of logic and I don't believe that there is any applied here. And so I feel like I'm just pissing in the wind at this point.
Is it their fault that he got lost? Is it their fault that he didn't plan?
Right. Who takes a trip to somewhere they're supposed to be the same day?
And see, and that is where my mind went berserk because my thought was, nigga, first and foremost, I have no idea who the fuck you are.
Right.
And the only reason that I know who the fuck you are is because your name was in association with Essence, whom I know.
Right.
And know very well and have for the last literal 50 years.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So your little dumbass sits up there and bombast them for, and I don't know why that's the third time I've used that word. There's so
Bumbaclot.
that's probably why. That is exactly why.
Pussy pap.
Fanny flutters. So, and it's like you sat up there and you gave Essence the business regarding your and I know he did that for selfish reasons because I know he was probably hoping to be asked and then didn't get asked and was like, oh, why so and so get asked? Because influencers do get asked to come to those types of things. We see them at Essence Festival on a regular basis. Hell, Keith Lee was at the BET Awards, which I thought was wonderful.
We won't talk about the mess that happened.
Thank you. I hate the whole gaffe that was like really bad, and I think he made a little mistake. I was like, you shouldn't have posted that.
I'll
nigga.
have to look that up.
Yeah, he did something, but it was with one intention, but it looked like another.
Yes.
Got it.
But he deleted it because somebody said, "Hey, don't put that on there because that's not what it's giving right now." But that's a whole nother story. Right. But yes, you mean, so you see, hello, I remember when Joanne the Scammer was at the MTV Music Awards.
Yeah.
I loved that. When I saw Joanne the Scammer, I was like, oh my God, Joanne is famous. You know, remember, I really miss her. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say Keith Lee was at the BET Awards, but so was Jordan the Stallion.
Yes, he was. That's right, because they were together. They were near each other. That's correct.
I saw that,
And I love Jordan the Stallion. I love watching him. Right. I love, seeing my faves up there because to a degree, I believe they deserve that.
Absolutely.
So here goes this little Penny Annie Raymonte, excuse me. Well, because that's black folks. I'm about to say it could have look, it could have from here on out. But the point being, it could have been Raymonte. I'm sure there's a Raymonte out there. Out there.
I'm sure that one of your clients either knows one or is
one. Look, about to Google right now. So, anywho, point being. So given this grand opportunity and you fuck it up so royally. Now don't get it twisted. This guy's in his 20s. He's learning lessons and so on and so forth. Right. But the fact of the matter is that if you call yourself making this, and I guess maybe when you are an influencer, you have to understand that it is a business. Oh, see, Raymonte Rice. That's where that came from. That's where that came from. I'm like, damn, I knew I heard that name before. But it's like you understand that your brand, you as the brand are the business, right?
Right.
So therefore, you understand how much work it takes. When you show up to something like this, you understand that you are literally costing people thousands of dollars. Absolutely. When you don't show. That's a problem. It's like you're a business and you're not handling your business properly.
You think you're excused from having professional behavior because you're not in a professional environment? No, you still need to handle your business accordingly.
Because early is on time. Because on time is late. Early is on time.
Yep.
So it's like, sir, if you now my thought was maybe he had a thing. Maybe he had something to do the day before and couldn't put that off. And you understand what I'm saying? It's like maybe that was the issue here. And I'm
sure
trying
Essence flied him. Flied.
flew. I sure did correct that so fast. And I need to shut the fuck up because I've been stumbling all over these words today.
I'm sure they flew him out there and he didn't actually have to pay for his own ticket.
A lot of times they do, influencers do have to pay for their own.
Yeah, I was about
So
to
I'm
say, I
wondering if
feel
maybe
like they
that
would.
was an issue. But I don't, maybe you had to scrape up the money to.
Or some, I don't even know. But the point being is that how are you going to sit up there and give Essence the business and then fumble the bag so badly?
So badly.
Like, sir. And then I'm about to say something. And I hate to say it.
Toni,
but
tangent.
Tony, think about it for another second or two.
yeah, I'm going to do the best that I can here to be sweet about it.
That's
but the
all
fact
She's
is
closing her
that
eyes while she's talking, so you know it's serious.
I am. But it's like, when I tell you that I'm sick of black folks shit, you understand?
Okay, I have to say, I'm sick of nigga shit.
And that's what both.
Yeah.
Both. Niggas and black folks, I'm sick. I'm literally sick of this shit. Our shit. I'm going to say our shit because I'm a black. But
I think you meant to say I'm the black.
But here's the deal. The way that I was raised is like I said before.
Yes.
Early is on time.
Yep.
On time is late. Okay. That's all there is to it. I am usually, I would say 90% of the time on time.
Yep.
Usually when I'm not on time, it's because purposefully I'm not on time or traffic.
Right.
That's it for me.
Yep.
Okay. But other than that, I try to be on time. I like to be on time. I feel rushed and harried when I'm not on time.
Yes.
But black folks, culturally, we get there when the fuck we want to get there. You know what I'm saying? At my job, they do this. Like, okay.
I would say you do it too, right?
No, I do, but that's purposeful.
Okay.
I know. I realize I'm supposed to be there at a particular time and I'm like, what the fuck for?
Right.
Like I'm literally going to be standing around.
Right.
I'm not doing this.
Right.
I'll get there, go directly to where I need to go and fix it once I get there. But other than that, and have a cup of coffee at that. So I'm still early as far as I'm concerned. And I'm salaried. Leave me the fuck alone. Okay. The fact that I stay here until late at night, don't say shit to me. But anyway, don't get me started. I know, tangent. So, but black folks are notorious for like being real fast and loose when it comes to time and keeping time and being on time and all of that other shit. And I'm just going to say, niggas, how do you expect for us to advance when you can't be on time to the party? When you can't get on the train? No, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to cut that out. But point being, but it's just, it was so bothersome to me that it's like you sat up there and you gave them that and then you didn't come through with what you were supposed to come through with.
Oh, especially for something that's supposed to be as important as your brand, your business. I still don't understand. Even with all the issues that could have happened, I'm just, me personally, if it was like for us, for this podcast, and we needed to be somewhere, come hell or high water, I'm flying out a day before.
Which,
Right.
And that's my thought. Like, if something as important as that, you better believe that I was going to be there the day before.
It's Essence.
And I would have actually walked around and been like, where am I supposed to be tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because I'm not going to get lost. I don't want to sit up there and try. Or if I actually flew in that day, it would be wee hours of the morning.
That's right.
If I have to be there at 4:00 in the afternoon, I'm going to be there at 4:00 in the morning.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Plenty of time for any fuckery that might happen.
Exactly. For me to find things, go look at things,
Yep.
to be there a little bit early, a lot of bit early.
Well, because when you're going to Essence Festival, also you need to think about the crowd. There's tons of people. So I want to make sure I can maneuver and get where I need to go in an appropriate amount of time.
Right.
So there's so many different things that you need to consider for something of that magnitude. He just fucked around and found out, and showed his ass.
Right.
Yeah.
And then had the audacity to be like, give me grace. No, good sir.
Did he say that seriously?
Oh, yes, he did, girl. He was on X talking about, I got lost and I couldn't sir, you got lost for an entire panel, which is about at least an hour. And I'm saying at least an hour. A panel usually, doesn't the panel usually last
45
about
minutes
40,
or an hour?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
He got lost at Essence Fest? Is that what he's saying?
yes, girl.
Okay.
Look at, Oh no, this
I
was
do
not
not
it.
do not have the time or wherewithal to
And look,
to suss that shit out.
and I'm just like, come on, folks, we got to get this shit together. Like, figure it out. CP times needs to stop being the thing.
He had that opportunity handed to him. They said, I hear you, and we're going to show you that you are wrong. Here's this opportunity right here. And he fucking just wasted it.
Pretty much. Oh, but here he is. He's posted today 5 hours ago talking about, I'm here on time. Oh, I bet you are, nigga. Oh, I bet you are.
Here on time for what, though?
Right.
Well, I guess maybe they have another panel today. Maybe.
I guess.
But apparently he made it to that one. Yeah, he said, I'm here an hour early practicing my lines.
Okay. Okay, guy.
Bitch, I bet you'll never be late to nothing else ever
Okay.
again in your life.
I bet you he will.
With that,
I'm with Andi on that one. I bet he will.
nigga shit. That's why. Nigga shit. What were you gonna talk about?
I'm talking about something that was started on TikTok. Mm-hmm. And when we were in the thick of this thing, we hadn't yet come back with our season 2 for this podcast. But it was, I think we're all familiar, at least if you're a woman, we're all familiar with the man versus bear debate. And so there's really not much else to be said on that. I think everyone already knows why or whatever. But
Quick rundown.
during that,
Quick rundown. On
quick
it.
rundown is there was a gentleman that was doing like a man on the street interview with women, and he was asking, would you rather be alone in the forest with an unknown man, or sometimes even a known man, or a bear? Overwhelmingly, women chose
said
bear. I'm in that overwhelming majority. But within that debate, there was a content creator on TikTok that goes by the name of White Woman Whisperer. And she posed another question, which was needed to be posed. That if you are a black woman and you're in an office setting or, you know, a work environment, and you need to go into a conference room, will you feel safer going into that conference room for meeting with a white woman or a white man? And overwhelmingly, we chose white men. And white women got in they fucking feelings.
But that is true as fuck, though.
Oh, no,
because
it is.
You said it earlier when you brought up the topic, but in my head, I didn't make the choice. I was just like, okay, that's what we're going to talk about. But just now, when you said it, I made a choice, and then just now you confirmed the choice that I made.
Absolutely. Because of the way that white women reacted, because they got in their feelings, they had their little white woman tears, and they ended up getting her account removed from TikTok for asking this question, which basically proves
The point.
The point.
Right. Right.
You know, they happened to just run face first into the point.
But they're still totally missing it.
No, yeah, and they're still missing it.
And it's like, see, this is what the fuck we're talking about.
Exactly
what the fuck you doing right now. Because when I tell you,
they will weaponize those tears and feelings, and
that shit pisses me off like you would not fucking believe, because we as black women do not have the luxury of having tears.
Don't.
Do you understand?
Because nobody fucking cares.
Right.
They barely see us
if
as human.
we have tears, they're like, they will tell, shut the fuck up with your tears. Because we have tears.
You're fired.
Because we have tears.
Absolutely.
We have emotions. We have feelings. We have all of those things. And so therefore we can sit up there, and when we show that shit, people get angry.
They do.
You understand what I'm saying?
So my question is, if we pose the question to men, which would you prefer to be in a room alone with? An angry black woman or a white woman? What would they choose?
Would we have to be angry? Can
Yes,
we
because
just
that's a stereotype.
Okay.
Angry black women is a stereotype. They it's been a long,
Whether we're angry or not, that's how they're going to see us.
So I'm curious, because that's the instant thing, that's another racist thing that people say. Which would they prefer? And I'm like, I would still at least want to know what someone's feeling and let them go and get angry on me. Than someone that's conniving over here and plotting some shit and that's going to weaponize some shit against me.
But see, I think that they would choose the white woman because white women, whether they know it or not, they are playing their part in white supremacy.
Oh yeah.
Okay, they know that they can't be at the same place as a man because patriarchy, but they know that they're a white woman and that is where they're supposed to be. And so they will do what they have to in order to make this white man know that it's like, I'm on your side.
Right.
I'm
Just like
gonna
black men, basically.
Exactly.
Because black men pretty much do the same thing. I'm on your side. We're men. But nigga, you're not white. That's the difference. Okay. Cause they will stomp your ass. They stomp your mud hole into your ass too. But also with that, I think that with white men choosing white women, I think it's the devil you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's like,
they know how to handle that.
Right. That having been said, the way that I have had white men approach me kind of a couple of particular ways. Either they'll, approach me as in, hey, what's up, baby? That type of thing. And I'm like, okay, get the entire fuck away from me, because that is, you're fetishizing, and I can absolutely tell what that is. But then also with when I've been in a working environment with them, it's normally okay, calm down.
Right. That's what I'm saying about the angry
and
thing.
I'm like, hold on a second though. I'm not angry. I'm not yelling. I'm not even giving you attitude. I'm not doing any of that stuff. I'm
just not agreeing with you.
Right. I'm not, yes. And it's like, we should have lunch at 3. Well, I think that if we have lunch at 2, then we'll be able to do this, and then we'll be done by 3. Calm down. Right. And I'm like, the fuck it. That's what makes me angry.
Exactly.
And then, yes, I will absolutely slit your throat. But that's not
because they're not used to people not going with what they say because of patriarchy, and they're the quote leaders when it comes to like the Christian households and stuff like that. They're the leaders.
And I'm just going to say it. White women just do not have the character that black women have. And we have it because we had to. We had to develop the character to stand up for ourselves, to be able to be our
take
own
care of our
advocates,
families, and to be able to do all the things because our men weren't there for us.
Right.
To be able to do those
and
things.
You've got a society out there that does not even see us as human. Just like we were taught growing up, is that we had to be twice as good at anything in order
get
to
half
even
as much.
Exactly. Right. When we as black women show that character, white women love it. As long as it doesn't get in the way of...
As long as it's not against them in some way, shape,
and
or
they
form.
won't show the same character against white men because they depend on white men to keep their place in
the hierarchy.
In the hierarchy. So...
The fact that we're even talking about hierarchies of human ass beings in America. When you sit up there and try to tell me that we're all Americans, we're not. We're not. I've never in my entire life felt, the only time I've ever felt American, even still, I was about to say, the only time I've ever felt American is when I was overseas and I was literally being persecuted for being American.
Right.
Yeah. But actually in America, never. Never. No. Never have I been able to sing that song by Lee Greenwood.
Oh, God. Right. I can't. And you know what? Here's the thing. Musically, it's a good song.
I love it.
And but I can't sing it.
And I used to sing it because I thought it was such a nice song.
Right.
And then once I, unfortunately, I don't know, woke up.
Right.
And look, y'all done bombasted. Y'all done bastardized the word woke. And it's not what you think it means, but it is what you think it means, but it's not what you think. But yeah, you're right. Because y'all fucked that up too. So many things. It's like everything y'all touch sometimes.
They take everything.
So point being though, is that I used to love to sing that song, but once I realized, no, I'm not seen in the same way. I'm not free. I'm not treated the same way. No. And don't get it twisted. I absolutely understand. And I understand that there's somebody that's going to hear this and be like, oh, niggas love to, be victims. And it's like, no, I personally do not love to be a victim, and I do everything I can to not be a victim. However, when the system that I'm working in is not set up for me, then though I am not being victimized per se, because I don't have that type of mentality, does not mean that it's still not set up for me and that I am not victim to what it does.
Right. We don't actually get the choice whether or not we get to be victims. We get the choice of how we feel about it.
Right.
But we don't get the choice of whether or not we are actually victims.
Right. And it's, you're to a degree, you're right. Yes. Oh, woe is me. Oh, yeah, I can't get over. But honestly, how can you expect me to be a billionaire? How can you expect me to like be in a garage and put some shit together if I can't even get the education to be able to do that?
Right.
Or if I am literally segregated to the other side of the tracks where they don't put money into my schools for us to be able to have computers and full ass books and shit like that.
And
or
say for some reason you were able to get all that.
Right.
You probably won't be able to get a business loan.
Thank you. Or I'm growing up in a house that has lead paint in it. So therefore it is keeping me sick and stunted, you know, or it's like, and granted, this is not all black folks, but it's unfortunately a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what the statistics are. I don't know, you know, what percentage of black folks live in racially segregated parts of the city and all of that other stuff. I don't know the percentages, but what I do know is that it is so much more difficult for us to get a piece of the American goddamn pie when we are doing what y'all told us that we needed to do in order to, so to speak, live the dream. And so we can't get it the way that y'all get it. We can't. Yes, we can have educations. Yes, we can have homes. We can have all of these things, but we cannot have as much as you could have. And it has to do with privilege.
And systemic racism.
And you don't like that word.
The soil of this country.
Right. And we're not talking about economic privilege. We're not saying that even if your folks did own slaves, okay, it was what it was. And even if you are white trash, and that's what I'm going to call you, you know you are. But the point being is that, you know, the fact is that when Johnny Blackwell or Devontae Blackwell goes into an office, they're probably going to look at Devontae with a lot more scrutiny than they would with Johnny.
Oh, absolutely.
Is all we're saying. That's what the privilege is. And you know it. Because do you want to be black?
No,
like, raise your fucking hand.
Right.
Do you want to be black in this country?
And to say that we are playing the victims, here's what I don't understand is how can you think that we want this? Right. I would love, I have fantasized. It's like, what is it like to grow up and just to know that everything is basically made for you?
Right.
That you have the option that you could be completely patriotic to this country and you know that it's about you.
When you were in Ghana, did you feel like you belonged?
I went over there with a different mindset. I wanted to belong. You know, I didn't quite feel like I belonged because I still have very westernized things about me. But I just so desperately wanted to be there and away from this country. It was hard for me to come back because it was, if nothing else, it was seeing everyone that looked like me, you know.
And that was my experience when I was in Nairobi, is going there and literally looking around and thinking, you're not special. And I was like, and I like that.
Right. I could blend in. No one was going to fuck with me.
I literally was like, I like that.
Yes.
Granted, I look from that, which I understand, I look more Ethiopian than anything, but nonetheless,
I can see that,
that's what I've been told. But not now because my face is fat as fuck. But I digress. I'm fat. It's okay. It's all right. We don't have to act like I'm not.
I look like I'm West African because I mostly am.
Okay. And so, but I get Ethiopian or, you know, and they tell me I shouldn't be so fat for an Ethiopian, but I'll cut that out too. But point being, I'm saying that, yes, an Ethiopian and my aunt.
Oh my.
Right. Okay. And my aunt, who's not Ethiopian, told me that I was too cute to be this fat. Not one of my mamas, one of my dad's.
I am verklempt.
One of my dad's sisters said that shit to me.
Wow.
And an Ethiopian woman. She was like, are you Ethiopian? I could tell because we are not that big. I said, bitch, oh my God, please, get the fuck away from me, please. I don't know you like that. point being, going to Ethiopia, or not so Ethiopia, going to Nairobi, I didn't necessarily feel like I belonged, but I felt like I'm not special. So therefore, I'm not going to be discriminated against for being brown.
Yes.
They're not going to, I'm not going to walk into a place and they're going to go, oh, this nigger bitch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now they might, when I start speaking, go, oh, this American
bitch.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
even still, fortunately, to a degree, people think that we have money. So
They do.
They will treat you nicely because they want that money.
That is absolutely true.
Yeah. So, we have that kind of privilege. Once they realize that we're American, they'll be like, oh, and she's traveling?
Right.
Oh, she got money.
Yeah.
Yeah, money. But
I disappointed a lot of Ghanaians.
But walking into a place, I didn't have to worry about my skin.
Right.
I didn't have to worry about be standing out and them, everybody,
Absolutely.
all eyes on me when I walk through the door.
I happened to save something from the Black subreddit, and I saved this for a few months ago. And this is someone posted a notice from Chicago, and it's apparently the projects where they said the rent was going to go up from $1,400 to $1,900. So someone's like, they increasing this, like, why are you increasing this in the projects? And someone responded, you don't understand. They're not asking you to pay. They're asking you to leave.
Yeah.
That is so poignant. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's absolutely, and they're not asking, honey. They're basically saying, we want you out of here.
Yeah.
And that's, you're about to thrust a whole bunch of, that's a situation right there, is where they're about to thrust a whole bunch of people into homelessness, because that's what's happening now.
And that's the cycle, though. That's the cycle, is that people can't get up from under because we've got people that are controlling the situation to keep them down.
And therein lay the reason why we say that we are victims to the system.
Right.
Because no matter what we do, we cannot get a leg up. Not legitimately.
No.
Not legitimately. Hell, Jay-Z had to go through and be illegitimate to get to where he got in order for him to be able to turn legitimate.
Yep. That's true.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
That was his come up. That was his way of getting to where he is. And now he's a fucking billionaire.
Right.
And it literally took him 30 something years to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, fortunately, that was an enterprising nigga, but it took entertainment to do that. That's where our money people are. Black folks, we're in entertainment. We're in entertainment. We're in sports. We're in all of those things that are picked and chosen by the public.
Exactly.
Not necessarily that you were born into a family. Blue Ivy is lucky as fuck because I'm saying lucky as fuck, but her parents worked hard to get to her to a particular place where she will never have to work a day in her life if she don't want to.
Right.
Exactly.
Because now she is afforded the opportunities that the rest of her people are not.
Absolutely.
Only because they're entertainers' kids will they be able to start to live those particular lives that literally put them hundreds of years ahead of the rest of Black America.
Right.
As a regular degular bitch, this little situation here with me in this house and all of this, that, and the other, it's like my mom often tells me, she was like, you could be Oprah. And I'm like, okay, bitch, I don't know about Oprah.
That's what my granny used to tell me, that I could be Oprah.
Right. But my mom thought to herself, your success could be in entertainment. And I get where she's coming from when she says something like that. Okay, that's cool. That's cute and everything. But it's like, why could not my success not be from electronics?
Right.
Why could it not be from putting together motherboards? Why could it not be for inventing an app? Why could it not? You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Why could it not have come from the same place that Steve Jobs or Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos? How could I not have that? Why am I not afforded those opportunities?
Because you start in the negative.
Immediately.
Yes.
Yeah, you start in the negative. You
born
don't have
into the negative.
There's not an equal playing ground.
Thank you. Would you please tell these niggas, please? Sick of they shit.
I didn't mean to start a whole thing.
Girl, yes you did.
Yeah,
that's why you brought the goddamn story up.
Because I'm
You were
messy
what
as
is it?
fuck.
I
Y'all don't
know.
know.
This is your messy moment.
Sometimes I be feeling things.
Can we
talk
let's
about it.
do to lighten the mood? Let's do like 2 or 3 of the cards, Andi.
Okay. So here on this podcast, we like to play games from Black creators and Black owned businesses. So this is from Hood You Rather. And it's basically I give you two circumstances and you tell me which circumstance you would rather. And we discussed it.
I'm still having flashbacks from some of the last circumstances.
Right. But that one that you were talking about earlier that they did on Shits and Gigs, I was like, excuse me? That I would love to try something like that one day.
We might have to go for Pick Your Poison. That's what they play.
Is that what they play?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So the first one is, would you rather your soulmate pee the bed or have a life partner who always smells like outside?
Okay, so is this pee the bed once or that's just a thing that he does?
I think it's just a thing that he does. Yeah, I don't think it's a one-time thing. I think it's a consistent thing. So consistently, your partner will always smell like outside. Consistently, your partner will pee the bed.
I'm going to go. Do you have yours? I
have mine.
You got yours?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and we say it together, okay? 1, 2. Do you know yours? 1, 2, 3.
Pee the bed. There are steps you can take for that.
Thank you.
I can put a protector on the mattress.
Thank you.
We can wash the sheets.
Diapers, nigga. What's it say? Because what
Who
we're
says
not
we
doing.
got to sleep in the same bed?
Thank you.
That's true.
Sleep in that bed over there.
Right.
Pee that bed.
Put a little toddler bed next to your big king size bed.
Race car bed.
This is your pee bed. This is where you sleep.
Where you not about to do is piss in this bed.
Not where I'm sleeping.
Thank you. That was funny. We already knew.
Because if you smell like outside, that means everything else is going to smell like outside too. No
and
way.
I can't do that. It's like you never smell like regular duggle.
Right.
No, not even
I
after
can't
you take
even
a shower.
because smell is such a big part of sexual attraction
It is.
too.
Right.
It is.
Exactly.
Let's not get that twisted. Because when I tell you I love the smell of that nigga, for show. You right.
Yeah, there's no way I want to smell outside. That's gonna make me do the opposite of whatever you think.
Whatever you plan to do tonight, I'm gonna do the opposite of that.
I'll be like, oh, you thought. Shit.
Nigga, you know you smell like outside, right? You perpetually smell like
we
outside.
are in the shower together right now with Irish Spring all over those pits, and you still smell like outside. No, thank you.
I wouldn't want to expose my friends to that either.
Well, thank you, girl. I
Yes.
appreciate you. What's another?
Okay, next one is: would you rather always have white dry stuff around your lips, or
Whatever the other one is.
your superpower is always X-ray seeing Dookie stains in people's drawers?
I'm okay.
I know mine is.
I already know what mine is.
I don't know,
And I'm just gonna say 2 words. Okay.
I don't.
Still
I
contemplating.
can't even answer.
So wait, the first one was
You're always gonna have like white dry stuff.
white
around
dry.
your-
Okay.
around your
1, 2, 3.
X-ray.
Dookie stains.
Yeah, Dookie stains. Yeah,
I'm gonna go see those. I'm just gonna have to. Cause what?
because I can always turn my head. It's like, oh no, I'm just gonna look at the floor for right now.
Look at you, got me wiping my mouth right now.
But my problem,
If it wasn't for the fact that we are on air, I was like, let me get my chapstick out here. Real
because what
quick.
is the white stuff?
Whatever it is that people,
Like
because
toothpaste?
yes, whenever
Crack?
because I see that when people are talking and they got that white stuff collecting there,
like,
I'm like,
you
do
just
you
wanna
not feel that? Do you not know that you are literally foaming at the mouth?
I don't think they feel it per se.
But how could you not?
This is good. That is because it's moist. You don't feel that moisture.
I feel the moisture of this chapstick.
Look, I know, and I'm jealous right now because I'm like, where the fuck my chapstick at?
I was having a tough time deciding because I have a sensitive stomach to smells and to things that I see.
That are
So,
gross.
and if it was just a particularly nasty pair of drawers, I don't know if I could handle it.
But see, grown ass people shouldn't be having draws like that.
Yes, they
Shouldn't,
shouldn't be,
but-
but they do.
And they refuse bidets and whatnot.
Speaking of which, I got to get a bidet.
Go ahead, write that down.
I am.
Write that down right now.
Bidet. Wrote that shit down because that is when I go get some of this furniture tomorrow, we also picking up a bidet.
Good job.
Because I told myself that's the first thing I said I was going to do. I'm going to put a bidet in this toilet.
I mean, you have toilet paper, which is good, but I know you prefer a bidet.
And I use wipes, but I don't want to use wipes. I have water now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you have to pay for that.
Yes.
Well, you not yet.
I mean,
yeah.
Now that I have to pay a water bill, is this a hair?
I don't know what she ripping out of her face or her neck.
I was
y'all.
doing that yesterday because I was like, "Oh, it's
feel
about
hair.
time for this one hair."
I
only
that
have
too,
one
on chin.
Yeah,
Yep.
only one, and I was like, I pulled it out a couple of months ago
because my sideburns like to shout out to Ginger who loves my sideburns. Because I have uneven sideburns. One's much longer than the other. It's really kind of weird actually, but it grows all the way down here, and so therefore, because it grows all the way down here, there's this
down
one
to her
hair
jaw.
right here to my jaw. Yes, exactly. This sideburn, okay, it ends right here.
She is acting like she got them like mutton chops from the 70s and shit.
Like Daniel Day-Lewis in was it Gangsters of New York or whatever?
That's what you acting like. I don't like, ma'am.
I'm acting like the butcher.
Okay, last one. Would you rather be Rachel Dolezal's publicist or be stuck on a deserted island with Candace Owens?
I already have the answer to this.
How big is the deserted island?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because I don't think okay.
No, oh no, I got it.
Okay, say the name. 1, 2, 3.
Candace
Rachel
Owens.
Dolezal. Dolezal.
And she done changed her name again, so it don't matter.
She has, and I can already hear some of our people saying, "Who the fuck is Rachel Dolezal?" And if y'all don't know, Rachel Dolezal is a white woman who passed herself off as black.
She identifies as black.
She identifies as black. Still identifies as black.
She's changed her name to
transracial,
and
she's changed her name to something more
authentic, more black,
Afrocentric.
Oh,
yes.
interesting.
Oh my goodness.
So she identified as black and had passed herself off as black to the NAACP and was president.
I believe she was
president of the chapter of the Seattle chapter of NAACP. Come to find out, that bitch didn't have a drop of black blood in her.
But she did her hair nice. Like, I'm like, look at you.
And she can cornrow too.
Yeah, she can. She's all forehead now, but because you're not supposed to be braiding up that kind of hair. That's not what that is for. Y'all not supposed to be doing that. But Rachel don't give a fuck. She should have known if she identifies as black. Of all people, that you're not supposed to be
putting that kind of stress
that stress on your roots, bitch. You plucking out all your hair. She said, but what I also know is that that's when black girls do it too.
Right. Now, they lose them edges.
Thank you. They lose their edges and they just slap that shit right on.
So you would rather be her publicist?
Yeah, I think I'd rather do that. Oh, her name is Nkechi Diallo.
Look at her. I mean, and it has a meaning behind it, doesn't it? Like she chose it for a reason.
Yeah. Nkechi Diallo is what she now calls herself. And you know what? I'm going to, to a degree, I'll let Rachel be Rachel, because the fact is that if you really identify with this race so strongly, and I think it's that she identifies more with the culture than anything else, because you can't identify with blackness
because you don't have the
right there. I mean, and it is what it is. Okay, that's fine.
That's right.
Do that. You're not hurting anybody. I don't think that she meant any disrespect. I don't think she meant any harm. And that's probably how I would have, as her publicist, kind of gone with that is, look, yes, this is a thing, and she was part of the NAACP. However, she was doing that because she wanted to help people.
Right.
She was doing that because she has a heart for the black community.
Right.
And obviously so much so that her delusional ass identifies as being black, even though she's not, but it's like she's so close to it and she wants to be. And so I get it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's that white woman thing of needing to be included in some shit. Right.
But see, I can't even with my background being questionable, and it's most likely that I have Black heritage. I don't represent that way, and therefore I will never try to identify because I don't represent that way, and I'm not going to try to pretend that I understand the struggle and the fight, but I'm an ally. I just, for sure, I know how I represent, and so like you, I can kind of guess her heart, but I just know that's a fire. And I don't know if I'd want to put that fire out. Like, I don't know if I'd be able to. Oh,
it's a dumpster fire because it's still burning, what, 10, 15 years later?
And it's affecting her children. Her son, I think, big time. But for me, it's like, if I'm on an island with Candace Owens, I can go to the other side of the island.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't got shit to do.
And if she gets on my nerves too much, I just beat her ass. Ain't nobody gonna come arrest me.
Eat her. I mean,
that's true. Yeah, because you'll need to eat at some point.
Yeah. And she's doing the world no good, so she might as well nourish my belly.
But get in my belly. Candace Owens also, I think, I get where Candace is coming from. She's on white supremacy side when she says, niggers stop being fucking victims. I'm not a victim. Okay. All right, girl. All right. And I get why she would say that, because she has had some sort of privilege in her life in some way, shape, or form to end up where she is, right? Because that's how we get anywhere. But, and even though I went with Rachel Dolezal, I went because I believe I understand Rachel's heart, but I also understand Candace's thought process. I understand where she's coming from when she says the things that she says. Doesn't make me hate her any less, but I think I would not want to be around her because she would raise my stress up so high that I'd probably die of a heart attack.
See, I think I chose it because we had a mutual friend that was a lot like her and thought a lot like her, and it's kind of like the devil you know.
And that's right. But you know what? That's right, because I spoke with that same friend, right? And we had that conversation, and I was
when
like,
we went to the cabin.
Right. Yeah, and I was like, bitch,
me and Andi were just like, oh, we're not going to touch
and
that.
I was like, bitch, what? Let's have a conversation about that. But I don't even remember how that whole conversation went. Y'all remember more than I do by far.
She just wanted to bring up politics and something to talk about.
Oh, and I was like, don't do it. What did I say? I don't even remember during that conversation.
I don't remember exactly. I know that you handled it really well, but again, like Candace Owens, she was very much a Trump supporter and didn't think it was a bad idea to vote for him. God, that was 8 years ago then? Like almost, I mean, that was a long.
I think it was 2015.
Yeah. Almost 10 years?
Because, when I'm thinking about that, I'm thinking about that picture that we took that I just posted on Facebook. And I'm thinking to myself, now let me go look again, because it's like, I think that picture was from 10 years ago.
Man.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Sure.
That particular picture was from 10. Yeah, okay, why is it not showing? Okay, here it goes. Oh, 2004. Yeah, literally, it was 2014.
Okay. 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, wow.
So, yeah, I think that's why I leaned in that direction. It's like, when I think of Candace Owens, that's one person I think of. And I'm like, she grew up in a very privileged white town, and she had pretty privilege. At least later on. Early on, she was awkward. But she also wasn't vocal. And so she got some privileges that other people wouldn't get. And she grew up a certain way. So she started thinking a certain way. And I would rather go with the devil I know than put out someone else's fire. And I can't do that.
That would make sense. I guess that makes sense. I don't know. Like, I have such a disdain for Candace Owens, even still understanding where she's coming from. But I'm like, bitch, don't fucking talk to me.
Right.
God will punch you in your fucking face. And just to know that you're on the other side of the island, I would come back over there and beat your ass.
See, and you could do that and not go to jail.
Right.
Because ain't nobody else there.
That's true.
You could whoop her ass every other day.
But she'd still be alive because I wouldn't kill her. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that way she can heal and you get to whoop her ass all over again.
You could see her suffer. You could eat all the food. Anything that's available.
And watch her die.
Slowly and painfully.
Because that has to be the bad way to go.
It is. That is a horrible way to go.
I would never. Look, oh, Lord. Oh, we were supposed to end this on a high note.
Talking about cannibalizing.
So we'll just talk about stain draws and Well, let's pretend we ended
I was
there.
gonna say, and fanny flutters, and pussy paps, and bidet and snidely. Okay, so Andi, tell them where they can find us.
You can see us. You can find us at facebook.com/multiple Gab Wounds.
Eventually, you will see us. We are working on it. Therein the reason we were going to do it until there was a very sudden move. So we were about to literally that week we were supposed to get together and record video. So that's coming pretty soon. We've got our YouTube up and running and all of that other shit. So
we're talking about streaming at some point.
Yeah.
Please send us your stories or comments, anything at MGWListener@gmail.com. We want to hear from you.
Yep. We've been seeing you talk to us and shit on Facebook. Can y'all like get on the stick and come talk to us like everywhere else?
Right. Well, see, I know some of y'all got some good stories that we would love to be able to share.
And I want you to be mad about some of the things that we say on this show. Like, tell me how you feel. Tell me how you really feel. Maybe you'll change my mind. Oh, I doubt it. But maybe you'll change my mind.
Yeah. Tell her how you feel. I don't want to hear it.
And with that, I've been your host, Toni.
I'm Angie.
And I'm Andi, telling you to drink more water and have the week you deserve.
And we out. Bye.